It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. It's 7 a.m. and hello over there, David.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, how's things in Missouri?
I don't know, but it looks like I'm looking away from you.
Well, if you look at your camera, I'll look at mine. Hi, David.
Hi.
Social distancing.
It's what we've got to do right now.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll get through it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Welcome down on the corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. David Stroud's over here in the driver's seat, flying this little contraption.
Right on.
Anyway, it's April 1st.
Yeah.
April 1st.
You gonna do any April Fool's jokes today?
Nah.
Don't have anything? I seen a post last night. My mom said I'm gonna wake my kids up to go to school. I was like, man, that's mean.
Yeah, Mayor Adam Plunkett. Mayor's got to get him a cup of coffee before he sits down. There we go. And anyway, I think March had like 148 days, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness. What a long month.
Yes. That's what we decided.
Can you believe, though, the first quarter's already accomplished?
Yeah, I don't know if it's accomplished. It's just we made
It's
it
gone.
through it. Yeah.
My goodness.
It's something.
What a winter.
Yeah.
No snow, no ice, but boy, that virus. I mean, boy, it's kicking butt, ain't it?
Right.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome down on the corner program, brought to you by your hometown Sears store. I can't stress enough good things about your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. And boy, I tell you what, some of these little, well, they all are the backbone. How about the very last chair right there, social distancing there?
At its finest. Yes, sir.
Mayor's at one end of the state, and David's at the other.
Right.
Your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East, for appliances, tools, garden equipment, home entertainment, whatever it may be. Check out your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East, up on the hill behind Wendy's in the Sherman Williams building. You got Orsolin's Physical Therapy Connection, that building with Sears right there.
Yes, sir.
In the paint store, right behind Wendy's up on the hill. And wow, can't say enough good things about your hometown Sears store. So, social distancing, one or two people can go in at a time perhaps, and need a dryer, need a washer, need a fridge, whatever it may be.
Need
and
it
check
worked
it
on. Yeah.
And need them worked on. You can call them 425-3191, and you can probably find out what they have over the phone without even having to go in. They can bring something out to the house,
Right.
So, no, I mean, they Sears bends over backwards to help their folks. Yes, they really do. I mean, just, you need it, call Sears, and they're going to help you. They're going to do whatever they can to get you what you need, at your hometown Sears store. Once again, at 1029 Highway 62 East, call them at 425-3191.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
How's the coffee today?
It's very good.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Brewed Awakening.
Brewed Awakening coffee. The best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water.
Ew.
Huh?
Ew.
Ooh. You ever drank muddy water?
No comment.
Like the Mississippi River, you sure don't want to dip your cup in there. Anyway, 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Of course, Baxter Regional a little bit, and you got to stay away from there for right now unless you're deathly ill with the virus or something else. Yeah. And respect that, of course.
Exactly.
You got to do what you got to do. So, in the meantime, 2 drive-thrus to serve you. Brewed Awakening Coffee, you got Bomber Boulevard. And then you have 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Mm-hmm. And so, there you go.
They'll get you your fix.
Sure. Yeah, you bet. Drive through and have the best coffee in town. How's that coffee, Mayor? Pretty good?
Good.
Good coffee.
Excellent.
Even the mayor likes it. There you go. The best coffee in town. Mike and his staff do such a good job at all 3 locations, and even with the virus affecting the visiting rules of the hospital, which we abide by.
Yes, sir.
I mean, all 3 locations. Can't beat it. He does a great job. His staff is friendly, helpful, and don't know what we do without Brewed Awakening Coffee. Once again, check them out. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. You run by Bomber Boulevard, go out to 62 East out by Anytime Fitness and drive through, and social distancing.
Right.
You know,
And all of those gals will remember you the more you come through there.
Sure.
As long as you're not switching to drink every day.
well, yeah.
They'll remember you. They'll
When
probably
school's
have
in
it ready.
session, yeah, they say,
Yeah.
oh, well, there's so-and-so car, you know,
Yeah.
they got it ready, swap the money and keep on going. You know, they roll them through. So,
Yep.
no, very good practice. Brewed Awakening Coffee. They've been with us for so many years. Just can't say enough good things about Brewed Awakening Coffee. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas. Bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. 29 in the state to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in Mountain Home, talk to Bruce, Brad, Charlotte, Chris, or anyone out there that can help you. Very caring, loving, knowledgeable, and understanding. You know, when somebody passes away, oh my, what do? I don't know what to do. Let Roller handle it.
That's right.
Let Roller handle it. You know,
That's what they're there for.
you know, this is what they do. This is what they know. They take care of everything according to law, whatever your wishes are. Let Rollers handle it. You know, like I say, with 29 in the state of Arkansas, they know every corner of the state.
Yeah.
They know how to serve the folks in Memphis. And right here in Mountain Home, once again, talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris. Anybody there can help you. There's folks out there that I probably haven't met yet, you know. But anyway, Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. It's not just a motto, it's how they do business on a daily basis. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, hopefully you're starting to get our attention. Your Holy Scripture says, be still and know that I am God. Looks like we've not done that in a while. Who would have thought a month ago that the whole world would be in a virus outbreak? Lord, teach us the lesson you have set before us to learn. Let us as a people rediscover your truths in the Holy Bible. And Lord, in the aftermath of the virus, may your churches overflow with worshipers thanking God for healing and for salvation. Thank you for a president that is not afraid to pray and ask God to heal our nation, Lord. And I ask again, Lord, please end the virus and heal our people. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Do 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 do.
Wow, no virus in that trumpet, is there? Ooh,
Not too shabby.
wow.
Not too shabby, if I say so myself.
You almost heard something there, didn't you?
I was almost.
Almost. Oh, goodness. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's Adore for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retiredarkansas.net.
And it's, How
How about a little fog?
Look at that.
Oh.
I know it's covering the river, but that is cool.
That's cool.
That is
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Looks like snow.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, what you're looking at, for people that don't know, maybe you tuned in for the first time, you're actually looking at Cotter, Arkansas above the cloud.
That's right.
Literally. The river's down below there.
Yeah.
And the whole city of Cotter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll switch between the two. That's what
That's what it's supposed to look like without the fog. That's late
what it
September.
is.
Isn't that a beautiful shot?
It is.
My goodness.
I'm jelly.
Wow. Beautiful sunrise. Cameras mounted in Marion County, Arkansas. You're looking into Baxter County, Arkansas, separated by the White River, into Cotter, Arkansas. And you see the beautiful sunrise. You can go to retiredarkansas.net and pull that up. It's called the live webcam. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team, for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793, retiredarkansas.net. Hey, they need some listings.
Yes, sir.
They need some listings. So if you've been thinking about it, you can call them and, talk on the phone. Social distancing, you can talk on the phone. And make the necessary arrangements to find out step 1, 2, 3, and therefore, on down the line. So, and for folks that are watching out of state, I know I've got friends in the St. Louis area watching. I do this every day. You're getting ready to retire. Come on down, have some fun. Call the Z-Team. You want Southern Missouri? Great. Come on in. Northern Arkansas? Come on down. Call the Z-Team. The team's ready, both in Arkansas and Missouri, ready to serve you today. 870-405-0793. Retiredarkansas.net. Can't say enough good things about the award-winning Z-Team.
Yeah, they do a great job.
They're full-time and a half.
Mm-hmm. They know how to stage a house.
Oh, yeah. Linda's a professional stager, and give it that look for that, ooh, I like that,
Exactly.
Great idea,
And you've got to do that.
You have to.
You've got to stage your house.
You've got to do it, So the Z-Team, they bring the morning weather each and every day. Give them a call once again at 870-405-0793. 41 degrees in Mountain Home right now. Harrison at 48, 45 at Batesville, 43 in Salem. Calico Rock at 41. 39 though in Flippin, and 37 in Marshall. A little bit cooler down there. West Plains at 43. St. Louis at 35. Poplar Bluff at 42. 41 at Springfield. 20 degrees difference between here and Watford City. It's 21 up there. A little bit chilly.
No more swimming.
No more swimming today. My goodness. Oh, refresh the radar. Here we go. Oh, we changed over this radar because of the globby mess we had on the other one. And this one you have to refresh about every 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Please hold.
The usual shower activity in Vancouver, British Columbia, all the way down to Portland, Oregon, all the way through Seattle. We've got a little bit of shower activity south of the New Mexico state line down into Mexico. We have some freezing precip and some light rain in North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, and Idaho, and Wyoming getting just a little bit of freezing precip if it's even hitting the ground. A line of showers from west of St. Paul, Minnesota, all the way down into south central Iowa that may even skirt into north central Missouri. Other than that, everything looks like it's in pretty good shape right now. Zoom in on Arkansas and see what we can find here. Looks like all your highways are clear. 62, 412 east and west, Highway 65 north-south. Little Rock to Batesville and on up into Poplar Bluff on 167 and 67 highways as they split there in good shape. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas clear at this time, as well as 155 going over to Dyersburg, Tennessee, then I-55 going on up into St. Louis. State of Missouri, boy, they're behaving themselves too up there. No rain today. I-44, Joplin, Springfield, St. Louis, good shape. Kansas City, Columbia, I-70, then on east over into Illinois with no showers right there. I-55 coming into St. Louis and I-64 East St. Louis, Illinois east in good shape. Not bad at all. It's going to be a pretty day.
Yes.
No watches and warnings for Arkansas, Missouri. We have some winter precip up in the northern part of the country along the Canadian border. Have a red flag warning in northwest Texas, the panhandle of Oklahoma, and northeast New Mexico and southeast Colorado. For today, high of 71. Yay!
Nice.
I'm ready for that. Beautiful sunshiny
Yes.
skies. And then Thursday night, we've got a 40% chance of showers. Turns the corner into Friday morning and a 50% chance of morning and afternoon, then 70% on Friday night. Saturday, a 60% chance. That goes all the way into Sunday with a 20% chance of showers. So,
Wonderful.
anyway, traveling today. I drive Arkansas, showing everything to be in pretty good shape. I'm picking up no traffic issues in Little Rock, Benton area or Memphis. Everything seems to be in good shape across the state there. In Missouri, though, we do have a flood watch box on Highway 142. I'm going to assume that's over at the 11-Point River. You come across the river, come off the bridge, and there's a lower area. And they've even got the flood markers there, so I have a feeling that's the 11-Point River on Highway 142 between Thayer and Gatewood / Doniphan, Missouri. Other than that, things look pretty good. We have a flood watch box here just south of Highway 60. That's on Highway EE. A little bit of flooding there. Surely that'll run off later today with the clear skies. And let's see, allergy sufferers today. Well, if you don't have the virus, you can always have an allergy today.
Yeah.
5.2 yesterday. Today's going to be 11.2. High is going to be maple, juniper, and elm. Tomorrow will be 11.7, which will be a little bit higher, of course, until the rain comes through. And such is life in springtime in Arkansas.
Yes, sir. Get out the
Coronavirus
allergy meds.
update. Oh, worldwide, 873,541 people have been tested positive and have the virus. 43,294 deaths worldwide. 184,937 have recovered. Of the closed cases, 81% have recovered discharge. Active cases, 95%. 611,690 are considered mild, with 33,625% are serious or critical. And so breaking it down by country here, the United States with 188,639 new deaths overnight were 6. Total deaths in the United States, 4,059 people. And so, you know, at 188,639, it's a lot of sick people in the United States. Prayers continue and social distancing and whatever else we need to practice.
Yeah.
And then oil prices today, currently trading, I'll refresh this because it's trading all the time, so it's at $20.57 a barrel. Can't beat
How
it.
about that?
Morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zador. For all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. And community calendar-wise, we've pulled the community calendar at this time until all the social distancing and the president and the governor's directive and the mayor's directive on gathering, you know, 5, 10, whatever the number is now. So just everything's it's on hold. Pause, hit the pause button. You're going to wait for the virus to pass, get everybody healthy, and then we'll move on, and then we'll come back with community calendar. All right, Mayor Adams is going to be our guest right after the break, so stick around. Be right back.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredoarkansas.net.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
$718, Mayor Adams is here, City of Mountain Home. Hello down there.
Good morning, Dale. It's a little bit different sitting out here on the outside.
Oh, my goodness, I tell you. Did you ever fathom that by January 1st or 2nd, when we sat down here to do the program, that we'd be talking about this on April 1st? Well, the virus and...
I never fathomed in early March that we'd be where we're
a
at
month
now.
ago today.
No.
Never ever. And yes, to answer to your question, in January, never would have even dreamed we'd be dealing with what we're dealing with now.
Not a clue.
And you know, I was in a store the other day, and there was a gentleman in front of me. He was probably in his late 70s, and we got to visiting a little bit there, and you know, he said, "I've never seen anything like this in my life."
Nobody has.
Oh, you know, it's who do you go to for advice now? I mean, there's just not a lot of people that's been through this before, and so you know, we're relying a lot from our end on Department of Health. Arkansas Department of Health's getting out some good information to us. It's a reliable source, we feel like. And so the information they give us, that's what we're trying to relay to the public and take their advice, because there's certainly no one else in town that I can ask what to do in this situation.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I got to ask you, you were in Jonesboro Saturday.
I got there Sunday morning, Dale.
Did you?
Yeah.
I tell you what, Channel 8, KAIT, and their meteorologist, what a job that those guys do over there for Jonesboro. tracking up storms that came down Caraway, and they had it on TV.
That, they got a lot of cameras around town there. You got one at First National Bank, and you got one at several locations scattered around town, and that gave them,
several vantage points.
Several points to see that thing. And the way that thing set down there just north of the bypass, or 555 they call it now, the triple nickel. When I was there, I remember when it was built, we called it the bypass.
Mm-hmm. I remember there's 13 stop signs between there and the other end. That thing went down just north of that there, just to the east of Barton Lumber Company in that big area there. It couldn't have picked a worse spot.
Got some high,
What about Brooklyn? How hard was Brooklyn hit?
The path of that thing is very, very close to what happened in 1973 when that one went through there. It got the southeast corner, I believe it was, of Brooklyn. When that thing got to what we call the Farville Curve and did all the damage it did there, which is just east of NEA Baptist Hospital, when it got to the curve, it went north a little way up the highway there, and then it actually crossed the highway, the railroad track, and got Carter Cox Seed and Bush Agri. And when it went across Bush Agri, it got a farm shop or two, and then just got, I think the last street or two of Brooklyn actually had a little damage on the east side. Had it not turned and crossed the highway there, Brooklyn would have taken a dead
That's
hit
what they're
right
saying in town. They said, Brooklyn's going to take a direct hit here.
I was there Sunday morning real early, probably about, just shortly after daylight. And, I saw the one in 68. I saw the one in 73. The damage of this one, if you were in the direct path of that thing, it's just unbelievable to see some of the stuff that
I've got pictures
down there.
of pieces of sticks in concrete.
It drove through concrete curbs, a 2x4 through a concrete curb.
Yeah.
And that Gateway Tire building was Magic Touch Cleaners, and then Gateway were probably the first two big structures that were hit. Gateway Tire, I don't know how big that building is, but it's a huge place. It just folded, that building. There was one brick wall that might have been 15, 20 foot wide.
Wow.
That was still standing. Everything else was just in a pile. It got the back of the post office, did some pretty heavy damage to that building there. They're going to have to move out and relocate their operations until something's done about that building. And it just skirted right on across Red Wolf, through the mall of Turtle Creek, and the Canfield plant. All the businesses along East Nettleton there were very, very heavily impacted in the area between the airport.
What was its distance on the ground?
Total distance on the ground was a little over 12 miles. And at times it was well over 600 foot wide. And my brother lives northwest of Brooklyn. Has about a 25-6 acre pasture out there at his house. And there's two businesses across from the mall there, Kirkland's and then Star Transportation. That's the Herringer family's fuel business. And in his pasture, which is at least 10 miles from there, Sunday he found invoices and paperwork from those buildings out in his pasture. Looked like almost like a snowstorm. It was covered with insulation, ceiling tile pieces, paper and stuff like that.
That's unreal.
And there was I've been told there was stuff found as far away Sunday as Rector Piggott area up in Clay County.
Wow.
That was a pretty massive storm.
It was a big storm.
And, the Jonesboro really took a major hit on top of COVID-19. And so they're just very, very fortunate and blessed that there wasn't a very high number of lives lost in that thing down there Saturday, because the devastation's unreal. And, that's one of the reasons today a lot of folks don't really see the impact Jonesboro has on Mountain Home. But I promise you, from the time it gets warm enough to come up here to this lake and these rivers, Craighead, Mississippi County, Lawrence County, Greene County, all around that Jonesboro, Paragould, Walnut Ridge area.
They come over
A
here.
lot of those folks are up here, and they're here all summer long, and they spend a lot of money up here. You know, they go to Walmart, and they go to the restaurants and eat, and they own property up here, they rent places. And so that's the main reason we organized this relief drive today that's going on up at PSI Tire with the help of PSI and Spartan Mowers. The Red Cross Monday gave me a list of items they'd like to have that they need right now. And so we've got a trailer sitting up there in the parking lot at PSI. We've got some folks that are going to be there. You can pull up in your car today and hand us whatever it is you'd like to hand. And hopefully late this afternoon, we're going to pull out with that trailer and make a delivery to Jonesboro to the Red Cross down there. Yeah. And, you know, they'll also take cash donations, and those could be made out to the Red Cross cash check. Wow. There's a lot of need down there right now on top of what's going on with and the rest of the, with the COVID issues right
That's
now.
all they needed, right?
Boy.
Yeah.
A tornado.
And then try to get the crops in the ground for the spring and summer.
You know, and it's so wet over there, Dale.
Oh, I know.
It is so wet. They haven't, I hadn't seen a seed put in the ground down there anywhere I've been so far.
I bet they still have.
And, you know, they're getting behind every day that it gets, you know, they can't get in the field. It's getting a little farther behind. So.
Closer to home.
Yeah.
Taking every precaution we can. Schools are still shut down. Churches are video only. At the suggestion of the governor and the president and county officials, city officials. You had a list of stuff we looked at. What do we need? We got about 4 or 5 minutes for the first break.
Well, a couple things I want to remind everybody. We started this last Friday. The Mountain Home Police Department. And they can be reached at 425-6336. If you're 65 or over, you can contact your local grocery store, pharmacy, rather than you try to get out of the house and go pick up stuff. We thought that'd be something we could try to do to help folks out during this time. Have actually made quite a few deliveries since we started this. We actually kicked it off Monday. You have to make arrangements to pay for it. If you call Harps or Town and Country or wherever it is, the pharmacy you use, it has to be paid for. All we're going to do is walk in, say, we're with the Mountain Home Police Department, we're here to pick up an order for so-and-so at this address. We'll pick up the order, we'll deliver it in a police car to your house, whatever that is. And, you know, we'll continue that service, Dale, as long as we need to during this situation. We had enough help to do that and feel like we could do that, you know, just to help out some way the seniors of the community right here.
Very good.
And keep them in. On the park side of the house, we closed the youth center the first week. And don't have any kids up there now. And then as of yesterday, we've closed the playgrounds, pavilions, and of course all the restrooms have been closed for over a week now too. The pavilions and playgrounds have been roped off. You know, that's something I didn't really want to have to do. Because I think those kids need to be able to get out and burn some energy. But it's just got to the point now where we got to do everything we can to try to keep some of that crowd dispersed. And we definitely don't have a way to sanitize that equipment, that outdoor stuff. We just don't have the ability to do that. And I don't know if anyone else does. If they do, I'd love them to contact us and start sanitizing stuff. But, you know, we just felt like that was something that finally needed to be done, so we closed all that stuff yesterday. On the youth sports side, you know, we were ready to kick that off April 11th. We had that grant at Callista Willette Park, which we're almost finished with that work. We were going to be done by April 11th. All that's been pushed back. We don't know the exact time we'll finally get to start. We'd already had the assessment day for baseball. We've had to push softball back. Still don't know when we'll have it, but The Parks Department and I have had several discussions about this, and we're going to do everything we can, Dale, to have some sort of a baseball, softball season. We just don't know when it'll start.
Yeah.
And once we get the green light to start doing this kind of stuff, we'll contact every single person that registered. Here's what we're going to be able to do. Maybe just a few weeks that we get to play, but we'll let that known. And if you still want to participate, fine. We'll have some sort of season. People may change their mind, and I would love to get it started as quickly as we can, but we can't.
I agree. Of course, we have to obey the CDC and the health department, the governor, and it feeds down to your office all the way from the president to the governor to county judge and mayor's office. But I'm ready to get back to normal.
Well, and if we can have any resemblance of a youth sports season, not only do those little kids need to burn off some energy this summer before they go back to school this fall, those mom and dads need a little time out there away from out of that house, I'm sure, as well. So we're going to do our best to have something. We just have no idea right now when
let me throw out this suggestion. We always end a lot of this stuff by the end of May and before school's out, but what would it hurt to have some night games, perhaps in the summertime?
It wouldn't hurt a bit, Dale. When I was young and played, we played nearly all summer long.
We did, all the way into August when school started. But
the only thing we know at this time about youth sports is we're going to do everything we can possible to have some type of season, whenever that might be. Once we get the okay, like I said, we'll contact everybody. Look, we're going to start in a couple of weeks here. If you still want to play, great. If you don't, we understand that as well, and we'll make arrangements to take care of that.
At one point, when my boys were in the Little League, this is years ago, Friday nights we'd have a 9 o'clock ball game.
Yeah.
We'd start at 9 o'clock, it's over
we
at 10:30.
We have to do like the major leagues, do some double headers if they ever get started,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
that work is something that we really want to do if we can. We've got the water department office has been closed since this first started. As far as walk-in traffic, you can conduct any type of business you need through the drive-in window at the water office. If there's something that you absolutely can't get done that way, you can call the water department at 425-5115 and make arrangements, and someone will take care of whatever.
What about those that have lost employment and can't pay right now until either the check comes through from the feds, or we got a little bit of a grace period here with the water bills and stuff?
Yes, last week was that day, Dale, when that came due. And what I would like to encourage people to do is contact the water department if you were not able to pay your bill, and try to set up something. At least contact them and say, hey, look, I lost my job down here at a certain restaurant, or I got laid off out here. That obligation's still there. You're still using that water, and we know you need that water. It's probably as important now as it is anytime. So we're going to do everything we can to continue that, but it would be good, and if you didn't pay your bill or not, rather than let that just grow and grow and grow, contact the water department, try to make some sort of arrangements, and we'll work with people on that. But, at some point in time, we're going to need to get
caught up
road for that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to that to become a major problem for people right now. We've got some, though, that when you look at that disconnect list, like I've had the privilege to look at, they're on there every single month. And that's a little bit different situation.
Yeah, that's a different situation.
The person that loses their paycheck right now because of this situation, that's a little bit different than those who just don't ever want to pay us. So we're going to deal with it individually, but I would encourage everybody to contact the water department if they need some help there.
Good deal.
With that, need to take a break. Be right back.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take a step back. (7:38) visiting with Mayor Hillrey Adams, City of Mountain Home. What else we need to discuss, Mayor?
Okay, Dale. We were talking about youth sports when we left a little bit ago. You know, we've been blessed this year with the announcement we made back in this early spring era about the Baxter Summer Concert Series. We got the donation from there. We recently got a very nice donation from Farmers and Merchants Bank for the stage. All that work is going on.
Yeah.
Those improvements at Hickory Park that we're making to host this summer concert series are well underway. And we're proceeding as if we're going to be ready. Now there's another group that's organized besides the Saturday night summer concert series sponsored by Baxter Healthcare. There's actually going to be some music on a select number of Friday nights throughout the year. And that group is organized. They're taking care of that part themselves. So we're getting all of that ready. And hopefully, you know, if we get past this thing and we're able to start doing some outdoor stuff in groups, we're going to be ready for some entertainment this summer, which this community will desperately need.
Yeah.
And, you know, none of this work we're doing would have been possible without Baxter Healthcare, the A&P Commission, or Mountain Home A&P, and now Farmers and Merchants Bank for the work on the stage. So all that's taking place right now. We're moving right on. If we can't go back by the kickoff date of May 23rd, it's going to be ready when we get there. City Council will still meet tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We may not be sitting in the room the way we normally do, but we've got a few things we need to take care of, and we'll continue to have those meetings. We'll just make sure we space out appropriately in there. And keep in mind, if you want
the spaced out city council.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could make some jokes on that.
Well,
hey,
you know,
Melton City Council spaced out.
The council may not be spaced out, but I'm spaced out for sure. But you keep in mind too that you can watch those council meetings
Yeah,
now,
XL7
thanks
TV.
to XL7 and what y'all are doing for us. We're showing that live on Facebook there. You know, we'll leave the lobby doors open. If somebody wants to stand in the door and listen, they can. But I don't think we'll have a lot of people wanting to come up there right now, but we need to have a meeting to take care of a few things that need to be done.
Sure.
And we got to continue in some sort there. Something that I don't want to get lost in the COVID-19 issue and everything else going on is today is census.
Mm-hmm.
Already did mine.
Oh, yeah. Mine too.
Well, I got some stuff that's rather interesting that Tina got me yesterday here. On March 22nd, our response rate at that time to the census was 37%.
Uh-oh.
As of 3/29, we're at 51%.
Uh-oh.
That's a very good increase there.
Yeah.
In a
so,
week.
Before it even, yeah.
So, we'd like to encourage folks, hey, you're locked up in your house.
And it don't take any time at
and
all.
I sat down and completed mine the other day, and it might have took me 5 minutes.
Maybe, yeah.
It probably took me longer to figure out how to hit where that next button was.
I got the form in the mail.
To do it, and you can do it online. The mail forms will be available. So, right now, if the census has ever been important to Baxter County and Mountain Home, when we get through this thing, there's going to be a lot of recovery is needed, both in the local economy and the impact it's had on us. That census data determines what we get from federal money.
Yeah.
It determines state turn-back money for us, and it's very, very critical. So we're going to need every penny we can get our hands on from the government to get out of this situation. And if you're doing nothing else right now,
fill out the census.
Fill out that census. Yep. We need that information. We don't care necessarily who you are, Dale, or anything about that part. We don't want that. We just need to know how many people are in that house.
And from what I remember on that there was is like persons residing at this address, and you open it up, and that's a question about person one, person two, person. Well, yeah. One person, fill it all out.
Very, very simple the way they've got it right now. But that information is going to be critical to Mountain Home, and we need to get a very accurate count and make sure we report everybody we got here, because that's going to be real important to us.
And it affects redistricting on your congressional districts, both state and federal. Where the population, and even the highway department. Well, why should we work on the highway? There's 14 people here and 140,000 down here. So, and it affects that too.
Well, I just touch on one thing on the census, because we filled it out the other night. Mixed families now, you get a divorce and get remarried. And I have a stepson, Cannon, and it's 1 week on, 1 week off. Okay, so we're doing the census, and it's asking if he, resides in the house full time or most of the time. And I was asking Carl, I was a little confused. I was like, because it's 1 week on, 1 week off. But each year, he switched on taxes. And so this year, he's on ours. And last year, he was on Christopher's. And so that's how we felt it would balance out, because this year we would claim him. So we put him on our census, and then she let Christopher know that we put him on our census and not to put him on his. Right. So that way he wasn't counted twice. Right. So that was the only thing. Otherwise, it was so simple to fill out. I had it done in like 5 minutes. But just in case somebody's thinking the same thing, because they have, a split custody situation, is talk with the other half. But usually you separate each year who is going to claim the the little one.
Well, we need to get them claimed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the big thing right now.
You just don't count them twice.
I wanted to bring that up because there's so much other stuff going on out there now, and the news is just saturated with COVID issues.
Yeah.
And I understand the importance of that, but also we got some other things that are continuing to go on in this community.
Right, life goes on. You've got
to. That census is something, it's here now. Today's is April 1, and we need to get that done. Yeah. And anybody got any questions about that? Our office is working. Tina's dealing with census issues almost daily up there.
I keep teasing Tina. She needs to come do the show sometime.
Well, hey, I'm sure if you can talk her into it.
You got more input than I do.
Hey, I know.
She'd be hiding under the desk now.
But
if she's watching.
This, like we said in the beginning, who would have dreamed just a few weeks ago that we'd be dealing with this? And every day I hear more and more how important it is about the social distancing. We got calls yesterday because on Tuesday Walmart's designated a certain hour for seniors. Yeah. Well, my question was, and the complaint we got yesterday was how crowded it was during that hour. Why don't they have a senior hour every day? What would it matter? Well, so many are trying to go on that 1 hour on Tuesday. Yeah. That you can't probably start them with a stick in there. Yeah. And but keeping that space, staying your distance from folks is very, very important. Go ahead and use the parks. Go walk the trails. Go walk around your neighborhood. Stay out of the traffic, but do what you need to do out there to get out and get a little sunshine exercise, but make sure you're keeping your space from everybody out there. I do want to remind everybody one more time about what we're doing today at PSI Tire. Thanks to them and Spartan Moore. I know it's a little bit more challenging right now because of the social distancing, but Dale, you've got the list there of the items. And I did get that from the Red Cross Monday morning before I left down there, and hopefully we can do some good collections today and get some stuff. Trash bags were on the list. Or you're trying to clean up your house that was destroyed, and you're working your way through rubble. Gloves. Yeah. There's some other stuff on there, hand sanitizer, wipes, and things that are so difficult to get right now. Well, those folks that had them lost them. Yeah. So you've got that list, Dale. If you want to read that off down there or say something about it, we can let folks know what we're trying to collect.
Right now, working gloves, nitrile gloves, SML, hand sanitizer, baby wipes, sanitizing wipes, Kleenex paper and pens, trash bags, bottled water. Yeah. Checks can be sent to American Red Cross, 2416 South Madison in Jonesboro, 72401 or 1-800-Red Cross. I'm going to post this real quick on the Down on the Corner page.
Okay.
In fact, I'll put it on my page, my personal page, and the Down on the Corner page for folks to look at.
We'll be there till about 5 this afternoon. Mm-hmm. Someone will be throughout today. PSI Tire and Spartan, really helped when we decided to do something like this. And it's a great corner there. A lot of traffic in that area. Folks can easy in, easy out. Yeah. And the PSI folks are going to be unloading them. Mm-hmm. Pull up, say, I got something in the trunk of my car or the bed of the truck or whatever, the back seat. They'll grab that for you, and you just keep right on rolling. You won't even have to get out of your vehicle up there today. See what we can do. I happened to think yesterday, and I sent this same message about this over to Gassville. It hadn't been but just very many years.
Oh, yeah.
Gassville went through something like this, and I know those folks over there probably remember the help they got. Yeah. And we definitely need to remember those folks in Jonesboro right now.
Yeah. Break time. Be right back. Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me. When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
At Letty's Mexican.
$7.51, visiting with Mayor Adams of Mountain Home. The alert I put on the Down on the Corner page, my personal page, so we got 2 shares there. Plus, you know, they got that thing called Your Story, so I added it there. So 3 areas you can catch up from that from me on Down on the Corner page on Facebook.
Hey Dale, let's. I do want to remind everybody before we leave about the delivery service.
Yep.
For those 65 and older, you know, contact your grocery store, your pharmacy, if you don't want to get out. And then after you make those arrangements with that provider, then you need to call the PD at 425-6336, and they'll send an officer out there, pick up your stuff. And then when they show up in your driveway, they're in a vehicle that belongs to Mountain Home PD, and hopefully that'll make you feel safe that the right person's bringing your stuff to you. And we offer that service Monday through Friday.
Yep.
And, you know, it's during, I believe, the hours on it, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we start about 9 in the morning and go to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But we'll help you out any way we can getting that stuff to you.
That's excellent.
That's good.
Continue that as long as we need to during this time.
Boy, oh boy, who would have thought?
Hey, I'll be back here, I don't know what our date is in May.
Yeah, let's see.
1st of May, first Wednesday in May.
Let me look here.
And I really hope that at that time we're ready to do something about this and we talk about what it was like. I was visiting with someone the other day. I guess it was maybe Monday.
Looks like the 6th.
Before I left Jonesboro. And we were talking about how, like, my grandparents talked about the Depression.
Mm-hmm.
They talked about things like WW1 or WW2, or I mean, there's been all sorts of big events. And, you know, I guess for me, you know, the thing that our group will be able to tell our grandchildren or great-grandkids about it, you're not going to believe it, but in 2020, this country shut down because of a virus. You know, I mean, it's...
Don't forget, you and the committee's going to be here on the 24th of April, too, about the water park thing.
Yeah.
So you're going to be back in April before you come back in May.
Yeah.
No. So, and I'm looking forward to that. I hope we get that. That's going to be so good for the city.
Yeah. Oh, take and just, you know, we just got to keep remembering what we need to do out there during this situation. You know, stay away from each other as much as we can. Wash regularly. You know, keep your hands sanitized and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, then I think what's going to be really, really important when it passes, and these places like the Dinky Diner or Skipper's and all these local restaurants can get open, we need to flood those places.
We need to flood them out.
We need to support them now.
That. Yeah.
We need to be supporting
Colton's,
now, ordering
Chili's,
carryouts and stuff like
Arby's.
that. But I mean, we got to get behind these folks and get. And one other thing I want to remind everybody about, as far as city services, everything's still going on just
Still
like
going.
Right.
it does every day at this point in time, other than some restrictions in parks. Our Mountain Home Fire Department and Police Department, you know, at this point in time, they've got the things they need. We were struggling a little bit the first few days for some protective equipment, but I understand now we've got adequate amount of that. Some of that came from the community, so if anyone would like to help out, you know, we'll still be very receptive to that idea. But those folks are going out every day and answering calls and doing stuff just like they normally did, and they may, if they come to your house, you know, an emergency call, they may handle it a little bit different. The protocol could be a little bit different when they get there. You know, you might see them in some equipment or something that you normally wouldn't see them in, but we're still there to help and serve, and those people, the police and fire departments, to do everything they can to continue business as usual at this point in time.
Crazy days.
Yeah.
And now Easter Sunday's being threatened. I mean, can you imagine empty churches on Easter Sunday? Yeah. Our pastor says when everybody comes back for the first Sunday, that's going to be Easter.
Yeah. Well, I saw something the other day, and I think it was I'm not sure, I think it was maybe at Twin Lakes Church here in town, where they were sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah, and tuned in
like
FM
old drive-in theater. You remember that? You pulled up and watched the movie.
I saw something like that.
And one other thing before we get out of here today, Dale, Baxter Regional Medical Center, Ron Peterson, David Fox, Barney Larry, Stephanie Free, Shannon Nottigal, Tobias, that whole team of people out there, down to every person that works in, you know, the housekeeping, everybody in that facility, all 1,700 and some odd employees. You know, those folks are doing an outstanding job there now.
That's right.
And,
thank you, BRMC.
You know, we're very, very lucky that we've got that in this community.
Yep.
And we need to keep those folks in mind, because they're on the front line of this thing, and you know, they're doing a superb job out there.
Yeah. And just think, oh goodness, what if just 5% of that got sick?
Yeah.
That'd be
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, they
not good.
I know they're doing a news deal every single morning.
Yeah, I think Bob Knight's got them on KTLO today. Yeah,
they're
so you can
on
tune
there
in
every morning. So if you don't get to listen to it on KTLO, you can log on to KTLO later in the day. They post it on the website there, and you can hear the latest info every single day from them.
Yeah, I think they had, let's see, Tobias on there. I think Mr. Peterson, maybe Barney Larry as well. I think all three were, you know.
It's a different crew about every day.
Yeah.
And I know they're under the gun right now, and you know, I'm sure they're looking forward to this thing passing and being able to be involved in the community in a different way than what they are right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scary times. Final thoughts. What do you got? About a minute? One more minute?
Well, hey, you know,
it'll pass.
It will pass. I had a lot of messages from people from different walks of life around here over the last few weeks. The first 14 months of this job I'm in, and I'm very sincere about this, was very exciting for me. I mean, it was just, what else could you ask for? You got a great job like this, mayor in a community like this, and that first 14 months were really a lot of fun. This last month's been a lot different, I can promise you.
Baptized by fire.
If we can survive this,
we'll get through it.
And I'm sure we will. This community is going to come back
stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever. And we got a lot of good folks doing a lot of work around here.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily see everything, but there's a lot of good work being done. We had a lot of momentum going here, Dale.
Yeah.
work going at the ballpark, so some new businesses coming in, sewer expansion going on out on 62 East.
It'll keep on
work at Hickory Park. A lot of things are really going the right direction, and now it's like a hot air balloon, and they shut the propane off. We're just sailing right now, and we don't know where we're going to land at. So.
And we got to run. He's getting panicky over there. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Mayor. Bye-bye.
Right,